DJ Quan Radio. Where hip hop lives.
All right, that was Marley Sparks, Clever One, and K Slugger. The name of that was called Dumpin', featuring Planet Asia. And we got our guest of honor for hour number one, man. And this interview is going to be brought to you by MJ's Hip Hop Connects. Checking in, man. He's a fellow Queens native, and we were chopping it off the air real quick. And we both happen to be in the city at the same time, but just miss each other, man. He goes by the name of Sedan, aka the God of Sound, joining us, man. How you doing tonight, sir? How are you, man?
I'm doing awesome, man. I'm doing great. Glad to be with you, man.
Definitely. Appreciate you doing this, man. Appreciate you doing this with us.
No problem.
So,
no problem.
So Queens, New York.
I don't think my camera's on. Oh, you can see me?
I can see you. Don't worry about it, brother. I got you.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right.
So Queens, New York, man. You know what I'm saying? It's my favorite borough. You know, that's home for me too.
Home, born and raised.
And what part of Queens were you born and raised, man?
I was born in Southside. I'm a Rochdale kid.
Okay.
You know. And then around 83, I moved over to St. Albans.
Okay.
And I was on 195th.
Oh.
And that was the house we moved in was my mom's house. So it was my grandmother's house.
Okay.
And she went to Andrew Jackson. You know, my father went to Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball at August Martin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all Queens, everywhere Queens.
Yeah. Queens is big, man. We was just talking a little bit off air about. I was telling you how my wife's from Cali, and every time we go back, she's like, "Damn, I didn't know Queens was really this big." I'm like, "It's big." You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah. Dope. So the God of Sound.
It's the biggest borough. People don't know that's the biggest borough.
It is. Like I said, I tell her Far Rockaway is not called Far Rockaway for no reason. It's far. It's like five trains. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
So the God of Sound is the nickname that you have, man. Why do you call yourself that, man? Why do you call yourself the God of Sound?
Because I live by my ears. I mean, nothing more pure than sound. Mm-hmm. You can see something happen right in front of you and not believe it, but I can hear it and I know it happened. And also, as far as music goes, it's more of a curse than a gift because I can hear things I choose not to hear as opposed to some things you can't put out. But I've learned how to focus that. Where if I listen to a symphony, I could pick out one French horn if you told me to, or one flute. I know exactly what that person is singing inside the whole choir. I can like that.
And is that something that was just in you, or were you kind of schooled a little bit on how to pick up those certain kind of sounds?
It was mostly in me, but then I had a good teacher on my dad to help me focus it.
Yeah. I was going. Fortunately,
I didn't go R&B and that way. I went hip hop, but with me, I'd use it all. So
yeah. I was gonna go there too. As far as your father, I know he was a real big influence on you, kind of starting out on the music stuff and just reading your stories, man. Your pops was pretty dope, man. Your pops is dope.
Yeah, he was a bad man, yo. He was a bad man. He got around the world, and he was known for his photography. And don't know that he wrote 2 off-Broadway plays. He took pictures all over the world of presidents and prime ministers and famous people, sports legends. Farrakhan got a whole lavish thing of Farrakhan, and he was on tour with Jesse Jackson when he ran for president.
Oh wow!
He was White House photographer between, I think I want to say 86 and 88 because he was under Reagan.
So like the official photographer, like the guy that takes the pictures, everyday pictures and stuff like that with the president?
Yeah, because he was still working as head photographer for Newsweek magazine.
Oh wow.
He got that in like 79.
Dope.
So then he was always flying around the world, that was awesome.
Yeah. So as a kid, as a youngster, did you understand the magnitude of all that while growing up, or was that just your everyday life?
I didn't really understand the magnitude because he left work at work. The only time that he would do things is that he used to turn, or you know how people now turn their house into a studio. My father had a photography studio in our house. So he would, actually develop his own pictures and all of that. A lot of times I'd watch him do that. And then there'd be times he'd be like, I'm going to do I'm going to film the show. You want to go? And it'd be like, okay, great. And I didn't realize at certain times in my life, I was at iconic things that were big things, but I had just to be there with my dad with a press pass. And then, you know what I'm saying, having a good time. He didn't take me everywhere. And, you know, and then when I was like 18, 19 years old, I come home with my homeboy and we just messing around, 18-year-old kids, and Jesse Jackson sitting in my kitchen. You know, like real talk. Like, oh man, I ain't expect to be I am somebody today.
That's dope, man. That's definitely dope. So,
yeah. And then but then when I got to be a man myself, mentally, I'm not gonna say a man age-wise, mentally, my father had already passed because he passed in 2002 at a young age, 58. So I didn't get to be a man with him and ask him those questions and find out what exactly he did. I've had to read about it. Yeah. But it's an awesome read.
Yeah. So as far as the music part, how was he instrumental to that as far as getting you kind of engaged in that?
My father was the type that would teach without teaching. And I explained that to say, so when I was a kid, he was like, I want you to be in music. I'm in music. And my father played the xylophone and the vibes, and he played drums, and he played piano, and he played bass guitar. So he played a variation of different things. So as a kid, I said, I want to play the drums. And he was like, why you want to play the drums? Everybody want to play the drums. Yeah. Here, play guitar. And then I had to learn guitar and learn how to read music and learn how to count music and all of that. And I was like, damn, so as hip hop came in, and then I wanted to produce. I didn't know I was producing. He had a studio he built in the basement of it was keyboards. We had bass guitar, electric guitar. Everything was hooked up, vibes. Everything was hooked up to the studio. And my father would be like, don't ever touch my studio, but leave it on and go to bed. You know what I'm saying? So then it'd be like, I'm down there messing with it now. Now I'm learning things. And then it became, my father came and was like, I heard you were using my stuff. That was kind of cool. What was it? Show me how you did it so I can show you how to do it again. Had a little, relationship as far as the music goes. And I just vibe to that. I had to do that all the time. That saved my life. Many a times dudes have said, yo, let's go out here in the street. And I said, nah, I'm gonna stay here and do my music. Yeah. And unfortunately, they're not here now. You feel me?
Understood.
So I have to be loyal to it as it's been loyal to me.
Yeah, exactly, man. So talk about your relationship with the big homie DJ Cisco, man. Very familiar with him and his platform. How'd you guys link up?
Yo, true story. How we linked up was Cisco was working for a guy named, I forget his name, Mr. Anderson. I remember Jay Anderson was his name. And he was a home improvement guy. And my father, thinking that I was going down the wrong path and being bad, he said, I'm gonna get you a job. And he knew Jay. So I was supposed to go with him and just be basically a helper while they fix up houses and streets and, different contracts. And Cisco was already working for him. So, in a moment when we wasn't working, he was like, yo, my name is his name, and, my name is Sedan. And he was like, well, back then my name was Champagne. And then he was like, yo, I'm a DJ. And I was like, what? I'm an MC. And 35 years later.
Still growing strong, right?
40 years later, yeah. And we used to go over his house on Hillside Avenue and 165th. And be up in his apartment making music, man. Crazy demos, trying to get signed, do anything we could to do that music, man. Yeah. I found a kindred spirit in him. Then he introduced me to music I wasn't ready for, like house music and then Afrocentric, vibes of the house nature and the club nature. And that was a whole different world that made my musical expansion to what I do even better. Yeah.
So how would you explain your sound? How, if you can, put a couple words on Sedan Sound, how would you tell that to the people?
I would call it intelligent hardcore. Because I'm not gonna pull no punches lyrically. and I'm gonna give you lyrics. There's no reason for me to have you listening for 4 minutes and I'm not saying nothing that you can't take away from. You know, personally, I want to be the best MC out there, so I'm going to stomp on anybody I can.
There you go. With a little bit of edutainment, right?
Yeah, exactly. And but to the degree where I'm tired of playing with you, now it's just common sense now. And the fact that you ain't getting it is upsetting to me. So I have to. It just bothers me. I'm saying there's so much crap on the radio, and there's so much music that it has no reason being made. Somebody like it, so somebody buys it, so therefore somebody makes it.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Yeah, I hear that, man. And that's always been your MO from day one, is to get the message out there and put something behind the music.
No, when hip hop started, it was me being following what was out at the time. So there was Slick Rick, there was Dougie Fresh, the Fat Boys, Run DMC, you know, Salt and Pepper in the early days. You know, not aside from the MCs. But it was more of a show. It was, hey, put your hands up. You know what I'm saying? That was cool. Then when I started hearing MCs that weren't doing that, I heard Rakim, when I heard Tila Rock, when I heard Cool G Rap, Slick Rick too, that they were saying more than just 1 2 1 2 and you don't stop. They was actually saying words. I said, okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I can do that. There's a lot of things I can't do, but this is not one of them. I said I can do that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Who's the one? What was the one that really got you when you turned it and you was like, yeah, I need to do this? A certain song.
Rakim all day.
Yeah.
All day. Strictly, there was nobody that was doing what he did. He was the first MC to start with that had a hook, basically, and you know, a break in the music. Like, he actually brought a song to hip hop and made. Because now people pretty much go off that standard. When you go into a studio, the first thing people say is, you know, you got to be able to write a song and stuff like that. But I never had that problem. I learned how to write songs doing guitar.
Yeah.
You know, nothing different. Counting off 16, counting off 8.
Yeah.
Working in the studio was second nature.
Yeah.
Nature.
So you had your first solo album in 2017 was when you dropped your first joint.
That's my first sign to having a contract.
Gotcha.
With the album. Other than that was my 74th edition.
Always putting out the music though, right? Regardless.
Right. I've been here before. You know what I'm saying? It was just, this was the first official.
Okay.
Okay. I've been putting out demo tapes since 1984.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you still got some of those in the stash?
Shoot, I found some old ones, and I do have one that's in a bag that I'm afraid if I pull it out, it'll crumble and turn to dust. But it's like demos we made, me and Cisco. Still got it.
Nice. If you just tuning in right now here in the Mixtape Show, man, we got the homie Sedan joining us, hip hop veteran in the game. Born and raised out of Queens, New York, currently residing somewhere else, and we just chopping it up here in the Mixtape Show. So just want to catch you up on that. And those demos, man, as a lot of the young artists may not recognize what a demo is, man. That's artists, man. They used to cut. Yeah. They used to be cutting demos. You know, some of them had more demos than albums in their career. You know.
Yeah, man. Listen. You know, and not only that, I had 90 minutes to do. I had 120 minutes. That I could do songs all day. Talk about a mixtape. It wasn't just one song and run away. We had songs. All right, check this one out.
You used to
rewind that shit.
Remember when the albums would come out and then you would kind of uncover the demos and like maybe one of those songs off those demos was a single off of the album? It's kind of like
let me tell you the best one of story I have of that. Rest in peace to my man Freaky Ty. Those was the Lost Boys. So when I lived in Southside, I used to work at JFK Airport. I had a homeboy, his name is Hill. Matter of fact, what up to Hill? I hope he sees this. He still lives on Rockaway Boulevard, matter of fact.
Okay.
Right 3-2. So Lost Boy territory. So when they first made their music, they came out with a demo. The demo hit the hood. Everybody had that demo. That ended up being legal drug money.
Yeah.
But we all had it already.
Mm-hmm.
And I, man, loved it. Just like the old Slick Rick tape. Me and my man had the Slick Rick Dougie Fresh first Lottie Dottie he ever did that nobody ever knew about. We had, and then it came out on the record like, man, we been having it 2 years later. Nobody checking for that now. That's the old shit.
Yeah. Now they call that scratch demo. Scratch vocals is what they call that now.
Right. But yeah, a lot of these kids, they don't know what a demo is because now everything is digital. Because now you can just save it on your laptop or whatever and say and listen to it over and over again. But they don't think about releasing that. It's just here. This is something I was working on. Tell me if I can get signed.
Yeah.
The record labels are different now. It's a whole nother game.
Exactly. Or they just delete it. You know what I'm saying? They don't.
Or they just delete it.
Because back then, if you pay money for that, you was keeping that recording regardless.
Dude, that's right. And had the big tapes this size.
For real.
Bullshit. Walking around with like suitcases.
No, man. So what's Sedan working on right now, man? We got this joint that we gonna spin here after the interview called Getting It. What else we got going on musically? Well,
September 13th, I'm releasing my first independent project on my own.
Okay.
With my man Crooked Needle out of the UK, and that's the Bounty Hunters album. That's going to be released on September 13th. One of the songs you're playing now is off my soon-to-be-released The Veteran 2 album.
Okay.
And I have hardcover CDs that are floating in the streets, so...
Yeah.
You know, but you can find me on any digital platform. I'm out there. You
go.
can't find me.
Yeah.
I got videos out there.
I know you said something about. Excuse me. You mentioned something about the UK. Since we are in that digital age now, where it's easy to kind of reach across the pond now and work with producers and MCs over there.
Exactly.
How's that experience for you? How's that been for you now, where it's easy to have that access now?
The UK kept hip hop. And it's sad for me to say because we created it, but they kept it hip hop. They didn't go to mumble rapping. They didn't go to silly ditties. Hip hop is hip hop there. It's glorious. I love the way the white boys over there get it.
Yeah. I'm
not even playing, yo. It's just they know they kept hip hop pure. And I love it. So I had to vibe over there with that for a while, and it's paying off.
Yeah,
because the new projects I got coming out, crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
I've always said that if you're a true boom bapper kind of backpack,
yes.
If that's what you're really into, that's what a gold mine is, to go over there and do some work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but and it wasn't even a money situation thing with me. It was just that. I knew every time I hear something that my man sent me, I'm like, man, this is awesome. Why don't they play this here? So I have to stay with it. And since I brought it into the mainstream over here, now dudes are starting to feel it. Starting to feel it. Because my whole plan is to stomp out whack MCs. It's like weeds to me, man.
Yeah.
They gotta go. Yeah. They gotta. If you a gimmick, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
So what does a brother like me and a platform like this got to do to help out with that, man? Because that's what we do.
Man, y'all are doing it because you're playing the unsigned artists. You're playing the dudes that actually have talent, that are striving hard. Yo, that dude might work at a job 9 to 5 all week, but on Saturday he in the studio, and on Sunday he got a new song out, and that's what to do is be heard. If by chance somebody with some brains were to hear it and that can do something with it, God bless, no doubt.
There we go. Connect the
Especially
dots.
if it's pure good ABC 1, 2, 3. As long as it's hip hop, I can go. I can go.
There you go. There you go, man. So we got the projects coming soon. I'll tell you what, too, man. We do this thing here in the show. We call the Mixtape Show listening sessions. So whenever that next project is complete and you're ready to put it out, what we do is we bring you back. And we talk about it live on there, and we listen to some joints, and you make it an interactive process, man. Would you be?
Hey, no doubt.
Definitely come back for that.
No doubt.
Definitely.
Oh, that's a bet. I would definitely come back for that.
Definitely, yeah. I love that segment because I love picking the artist's brain as far as these tracks and what they was thinking. When
By any means. Anytime.
Dope. So social media, what's the best way we can follow your journey?
Well, I'm on Instagram as Sedan_NYC, and on YouTube, I have my own channel, Sedan Avalon, AVALON, and my Facebook, unfortunately, it was hacked, so I'm not going to say anything about Facebook at the moment. But if you catch me in about a month, I'll have that back right and up and running.
Dope.
And, but I do have a one page on Facebook you can go to.
Okay.
It's called Sedan, the God of Sound Artist, Brooklyn.
There you go.
And you put that in and you'll see my page too. And you can get contact with me because I answer everybody.
Yeah. So think things are opening up a little bit now, hopefully. What is a Sedan?
With COVID?
Yeah, hopefully. What does a Sedan live show look like in a perfect utopia? What kind of?
First of all, the number one rule is you will hear me rhyming. You ain't going to hear a track. You're not going to hear the music not being me. You're going to actually see me with a microphone in my hand, using the microphone for what it's intended to do, which is to amplify my voice over a beat that's instrumental, so you don't hear my lyrics in the back.
Yeah.
I'm actually doing the rapping.
There you go.
You want the lip sync show from me. I got big lungs and I like to use them. You will not get me rhyming over my own tracks. God, that just burns my soul. It's like not doing it right.
Yeah. That's the laziest of lazy right there, man.
Right. The only time I might do that is but see, I can't even bring myself to do it. Even if I didn't like you and I was forced to work for you, I'll still have to give a good show because it's not you. It's me that I'm pushing forward. So
the only way I would give anybody a pass for something like that is, say for instance, I'm DJing at a spot and you walk in. I'm like, oh, it's the homie Sedan. You know what I'm saying? I throw one of your joints on and I throw a mic at you real quick. And I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
I can respect that.
That's it.
Respect that.
That's the only way you can get away with that right there.
I can respect that. Or I'll give you another one. Like I have a couple of songs that were lost to time. And like on the veteran per se, and I don't have some of the instrumentals those recorded. They were lost to time, like I said. So those songs I have performed that way, and it, that was I had no choice in that matter.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. You a veteran though, so you get the hall pass.
I had no choice. Right. That's cool. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, I tell you what, man. I tell all of our guests this who comes on, man. Once you're on this show, you are officially Mixtape Show alumni. That means the door is always open. You know what I'm saying? You got a new single you want to promote. You got water you want to promote. You just want to come talk about a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich or something, man. Just come on back and let me know, man, and we'll bring you back on, man. No problem, because this is your platform.
No doubt.
This is for you as an artist, man, and the door.
I wish I had known beforehand. I would have given you a song you could play tonight.
All right, that's all right, man. We can still make something work by the end of the show. Just email me something. I'll give you that information.
Cool.
But who you want to shout out before we get up out of here, man?
Well, first and foremost, to shout out my daughter, Big Nitty. She out in Maryland doing her thing. Shout out to DJ Cisco for hooking me up.
Shout out to him.
My manager, K Swiss. Bossy V. I got shout out to homegirls, my super fans. Summer Rain. Who else did I got? Remember my super fans. Oh, my girl Sheila Gray. Oh, my girl Evangeline. Can't forget Evangeline. And my man, my man from the Clientele Brothers, they still holding it down. And my crazy man Eddie OJ, that's my dude.
That's my dude, Eddie OJ. What's good, my brother? What's good, man?
Eddie OJ is a funny dude. Man.
Did you get to make it to his? Did you get to make it to his event last week?
Yeah. I was at his house. I was at his after party. We wilded. We were rhyming live, doing the rhyme cypher, all that.
So peep this. I was like I said, I was in New York too, just like you, right? And I was supposed to DJ at an event, but my ticket was for flying out early to come back home. And we worked on it. We tried to change flights, but it was just too expensive for me, my wife, and my kids and everything like that. So I missed that one.
Right.
But I'm gonna get him on the next one. I already told him I'm gonna get him on the next one.
Yo, something might be popping off in October.
That's what he was telling me. He was telling me about that.
Yeah. Something might be popping off in October. Me personally, I'll be there if they do that.
Okay.
But I'm trying to get to Chicago, baby.
Yeah.
I love Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago is awesome. I have a ball in Chicago every time I'm there.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, this is definitely our first time chopping it up, but I got a feeling this ain't gonna be the last, man. I think you official. You know what I'm saying? And
thank you, sir.
And I'll tell you what, we'll get into this getting it real quick, and then once we play this joint, I'll send you some information so you can email me another joint so we can throw that on too right afterwards, man. That sound good?
All right, sounds good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, he goes by the name of Sedan. He's a Mixtape show guest this week. Shout out to MJ Savino, MJ's Hip Hop Connects, sponsoring this interview. And first time, definitely not his last, man. Welcome to the family, brother. You are officially alumni.
No doubt. Say less.
All right, let's get into this joint, man. Stay online real quick and give you some information, and we'll be right back.